You know, there's a darker side of you that we don't like to speak about, that we don't like to mention. We don't want to mention these darker motivations that you may have. For a lot of you young men out here, you may really just want to fuck some bitches. That may be your biggest goal in life, is simply to fuck bitches. You don't want to say that. Or let's say you want a lot of money so you can have a nice car, fancy house, yada, yada, yada. That's materialistic. Nobody gives a fuck. If these motivations encourage you to actually put some points on the board, then you need to fully embrace these motivations. And the thing is, you don't even have to embrace them publicly. It can be in the back of your mind. It can be something only you know about, or something you keep on the low, whatever the case is. But the thing is, you need to ask yourself, what do you truly want? Regardless of if it's taboo or socially acceptable, or your mom's gonna think something crazy about you, or your dad's gonna disown you. Like, first of all, I don't want to say fuck them, but fuck them. Like, you need to, one, be in control of your own life, move in your own direction. And if someone is actively trying to steer you away from your goals, regardless of what those goals are, if they don't like them, they don't like you, whatever the case is, bro, fuck them. Respectfully. Especially if it's your parents. Fuck them respectfully. But the thing is, if you actually find out what these things are, discover what your true motives are, you're gonna realize, like, you're gonna actually start going for these goals now. You know, like, I don't come on here and say, oh, I want to change the world. I want world peace. I'm the pinnacle of, is it what, a pacifist, like a preacher or some shit? I don't know, but I'm none of those things. Like, I don't want to act like I am. You know, eventually I would like this channel to make me some money. And I'm not gonna lie, I do very much enjoy speaking to you guys, and hopefully I'm making a positive difference in most of you guys' lives. And that is very fulfilling. I will not lie. But I will also not lie and say, eventually, I want to get paid. I want to make some money, eventually. You know, that may not be the time now, but I know that's a goal. Now, I won't sit here and act like, oh, you know, I'm just doing it all for free, and, you know, it's for the greater good, and yeah, because that's cap. It is. And you need to understand this about yourself. Like, really ask yourself, like, what are truly your goals? Well, another thing for me, cars. I love cars. Like, very, very genuinely. Like, my favorite pastime probably is simply driving. And there will definitely be a point when I spend a lot of money on some crazy ass cars, on some stupid shit. And I don't give a fuck what none of y'all got to say about it, or what anyone has to say about it, because that's what I want. That's what drives me. There was a time when women were the only thing that drove me. You need to ask yourself, what are these things that drive you? And it could be anything. It could be, I haven't told this story before, but I'm gonna tell it. So, around, like, close to a year ago, a little over a year now, I broke up with my ex. And we were still going to the same gym. So I would see her from time to time. And we were in Pensacola at the time. You know, it's not a huge city, so you run into people. And I ran into my ex a lot. And one time, I come in to the gym. I see her, I see her car. So I know she's there. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. And at this point, bro, I'm not gonna lie, this bitch broke my heart. So I was hurt. So I went into the gym, knowing already I'm gonna feel some sort of way about it. But it is what it is. I go in there, and lo and behold, she's with a dude. And I would say this was maybe like a month and a half, maybe pushing 2 months that we had been apart. And crazy thing is, I know this fucking dude. And I had spoken to her previously. That's another thing you shouldn't be doing, is talking to your ex once y'all break up. Bro, cut that shit off. But I was a different dude back then. So I had talked to her, and she did tell me that she had started talking to somebody. I was like, whatever, cool. But she did tell me I didn't know the nigga. And I very much knew this nigga. Granted, we weren't like best friends, buddy, but we went to high school together, and we played on the basketball team together. So, I knew him-ish. And that shit fucking hurt. It wasn't the easiest thing. I remember there was dudes in the gym, and that's the thing too, is that like we're regulars at this gym. Like people knew us for being like this gym couple. So like everybody fucking knew. Like there was a dude that came over and was like, damn, that was fucked up, man. She just came in and I'm like, hey, it is what it is. That's another thing. Maybe these girls aren't as sweet as y'all think they are. But anywho, I digress. Now the dude that she wound up talking to, the guy that I knew, I'm not gonna put any names out. He's a rich kid, or from what I know. When we graduated, there was a brand new Dodge Challenger with the fucking big ass bow on it at the bottom of like the Civic Center. Is that what it's called? Whatever the stadium or center that we were in. And guess whose car it was? That nigga. So, off rip, we know this nigga got money. Cool. Or at least his parents got money. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not trying to pocket watch that hard. And he was also doing like some rapping or whatever. Like he's a rapper. Like I don't want to like put air quotes in, because then I could be like, oh, I'm a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? But he's a rapper. And I remember a little goal of mine was, one, to pass his subscriber count, because he had a YouTube channel as well. And another small little darker goal of mine is that I want to make sure that my voice, my words hold a lot more weight than his. Like, that's one motivation for this YouTube channel, is that I want my words to hold weight. Way more weight than his words could ever hold. You feel me? And it's not even that like I'm super resentful or I hate my ex. I have no problem with my ex. I don't got no problem with him. Like when I seen them at the gym, I shook his hand. I went over, actually I was kind of petty. I went over to him and first I looked at my ex, I said hello. And then I looked at the dude, and I dapped him up and I said, what's up? I said his name, because I told you, like, I knew this nigga. And that was the thing. That was what really bothered me. She told me I didn't know this nigga. She knows I know this nigga. So I dapped him up, said what's up. And then I looked at her, and I said, nigga, I don't know. And then turned around and went about my day. Like, that's like halfway gentleman-like, halfway petty, whatever the case, it is what it is. But now I realize, like, I want to be better than this dude. And it's not it's simply competition. Very, very much. And I don't know if this sounds like insecure or petty or whatever the case is, but that is the point, is that it doesn't fucking matter. Whatever gets your ass off the fucking seat and makes you put in some fucking work, use it. Like the next time I run into her or I run into them, like I don't want to be fucking a loser. And this is just one small motivation. Here's the thing, like you can have a shit ton of these fucking motivations. A shit ton. You can stack them up. Like sometimes like you can't get the ball rolling because you just don't have enough whys. And maybe you don't have enough whys because you're ignoring the dark shit. You're ignoring the shit that's actually gonna get you moving, that you actually fucking care about. But you're trying to be PC, trying to please your mama, trying to please your daddy. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to make people mad. You don't want to get canceled, whatever the case is, bro. Fuck all that. Do what you want to do. Understand yourself truly, and go after what you want. G. Deuces. Like and subscribe.